Is the sweetheart you married the husband you expected him to be? Has the war created new problems for you in your marriage? To answer these and other personal problems brought in by your friends and neighbors, ARID presents John J. Anthony, founder of the famed Marital Relations Institute, in a brand new program of daily sessions of kindly and helpful advice. Just as Mr. Anthony, by examples in this studio, is helping thousands of men and women solve their personal problems, ARID, too, is helping thousands to solve the important personal problem of underarm perspiration. ARID helps you avoid perspiration damage to clothes and safeguards friendships. Use ARID every day. It helps stop perspiration safely, and at the same time, ARID is a most effective deodorant.
Friends, it's so foolish to suffer with an ordinary headache when Bromo Seltzer gives you such fast, pleasant, three-way relief.
It's true, Mr. Weed. Bromo Seltzer is so pleasant to take, and it works so fast to help your headache all three ways.
Yes, Bromo Seltzer speedily fights the headache pain itself. Then it goes right to work to soothe the upset stomach and jangled nerves that often may team up with a headache. Try it next time you get a headache. Prove to yourself just how fast it works to help your headache all three ways.
We tried a lot of headache products, but it's Bromo Seltzer from now on for our family.
You'll say the same thing, too, once you've discovered Bromo Seltzer. So get a bottle today and be prepared at all times to fight a headache fast all three ways.
It's smart to keep Bromo Seltzer both at home and at your place of business.
That's right, folks. Remember, Bromo Seltzer gives you fast three-way help for a headache. It's on sale at all drugstores. Caution, use only as directed. If headaches recur or persist, see your doctor. Get Bromo Seltzer today and...
The Dennis Day Show returns to the air at this time in just 3 weeks. Remember, the Dennis Day Show returning over most of these stations in just 3 weeks.
Presenting Joel McCrea as Jace Pearson in Tales of the Texas Rangers. Tales of the Texas Rangers, authentic stories from their official files. Texas, more than 260,000 square miles. And 50 men who make up the most famous and oldest law enforcement body in North America. Now, from the files of the Texas Rangers come these stories based on fact. Only names, dates, and places are fictitious for obvious reasons. The events themselves are a matter of record. Tonight's transcribed case, Candyman.
It is 4 p.m., April 14th, 1947. A prisoner at the jail in Pentland County, Texas, is being returned to his cell as the visiting hour comes to an end. His name is Paul Abbott, serving out a 6-month sentence for petty larceny. His cellmate, John Saygood, has not had a visitor. For Saygood is being held without bail, awaiting trial for murder.
All right, Abbott. In.
Your wife bring what I told you to get for me?
Yeah, I got it, Johnny. Candy and the razor blades. You know we're not supposed to have razor blades.
Yeah. If they find them on me, they might put me in jail. What are you so nervous about with your lousy 6-month flat bit? I'm facing the chair, and my nerves are still better than yours.
Look, Saygood, I only got a month and a half to go. I don't want to get in no trouble. Lay off, will you?
Are you telling me what I should do, you cheap heister?
Oh, Johnny, let go of my arm. You're hurting me.
No kidding. Really? Gee, kid, I'm sorry. Maybe I play too rough, and you're my pal. Model prisoner like you with only a few weeks to go never gets searched after a visit. And you're so good to me. Have a piece of candy, pal.
I don't want any.
Okay. You know, while you've been out visiting, I've been thinking. I'm going to let you and your wife do me another favor. A big favor.
Look, I gotta be careful what I ask her. I can't upset her now. You know that?
Oh, that's right. The baby's due soon, ain't it, Papa? Wouldn't want the kid to start out without an old man, would you?
What do you mean, Johnny?
I wanted to see if your wife could get these razor blades in. Now, next time she comes, tell her to bring me a hacksaw and a gun.
No, Johnny.
You don't want to see me go to the chair, do you? Now, if you do, I could take one of these blades to your throat.
No, Johnny.
Keep your voice down.
Yeah. All right, Johnny. All right. I'll do it.
You'll do it. Now, don't kid me. I can hear the wheels turning in that square head of yours. Next time the screw takes you out of here, you'll spill your guts.
I won't, Johnny, I swear.
I know you won't. And I'll tell you why. Because if you rat on me, somebody will slip a shiv into you. In jail or out. Now, remember that. Remember it if you ever want to see that kid.
You realize what you're asking me to do.
I ain't asking, I'm telling. If you decide to get brave with your own neck, remember I can have your wife taken care of, too.
You wouldn't do that.
All right, shut up. Here comes the screw.
What's he yelping about? What's going on in here?
We was just arguing, that's all.
About what?
Baseball. How many games Gehrig played for the Yanks?
Is that right, Abbott?
Ain't that right, Abbott?
Yeah, that's right. Baseball.
Frantic with fear, Paul Abbott yielded to Saygood, and through his wife obtained the gun and hacksaw. The blow-off came a week later when the Pentland County jailer was killed, and Saygood and Abbott escaped. While roadblocks were being quickly set up by Ranger and Highway Patrol units, Ranger Jace Pearson contacted Sheriff Leonard Ginn at the county jail.
Well, they were in this cell, Ranger.
Yeah. Tongue of the lock has been hacksawed, Sheriff.
Yeah, they must have waited in the passage until the jailer turned the corner here and shot him through the stomach and took his keys.
Any idea where they got the gun?
No, but Abbott's wife was allowed to visit. She could have slipped it in to him.
You got a pickup out for her?
Mm-hmm. Deputy's out after her now. Abbott made a big jump when they gunned the jailer. From petty larceny to jailbreak and murder.
I don't know. A murderer like Saygood, he had a reason to crash out. But a first-timer like Abbott with only 4 weeks to go, he doesn't figure to make a break.
Well, just the same, Abbott's gone with Saygood.
We may find out why when we bring in his wife. Sometimes a man goes places he doesn't want to go with a gun in his back.
What could I do, Sheriff? What else could I do? That man would have killed him.
Yeah.
Did you arrange anything else for them, Mrs. Abbott? Get clothing or an automobile?
No, how could I? I even had to lie to my mother to get money. To buy the gun. Paul was in jail and I wasn't working. I was always borrowing money to bring him things.
I understand. The one behind the bars doesn't do all the suffering.
I'd have done anything for Paul. But I had to take the food out of my mouth to buy things for that other man. And it isn't me alone. I'll be having my baby soon. Why did Paul go with him? Why?
I don't think he went willingly, Mrs. Abbott. I'm afraid he went at the point of that gun you brought in.
I begin to agree with that, Ranger.
You told us you brought Saygood a lot of candy.
Yes. More than $1's worth every week.
There's a real sweet, too, Jace. Always sitting up a yammer for sugar at meal times.
Yeah. Mrs. Abbott, will you excuse us for a moment? Sheriff, I want to see you for a second.
Oh, sure.
You got anybody watching our house in case Abbott and Saygood show up there?
Yeah, it's covered.
Good. Your office hasn't any report of a stolen car, huh?
No, nothing yet.
And they're probably on foot. Could be out of the county by now, though. We have other ranger units in the area. I'm going to call my headquarters and have one of them come with me so he can beat the countryside.
Okay. Anything else you want me to handle?
Yeah. They'll have to eat wherever they are. And even if they have money, they won't take a chance on being spotted buying anything for a while.
That figures.
I want you to make a careful check on any robbery report you get from food stores. I'd like an itemized account of everything that's taken. I got a hunch Saygood will make a special effort to get his hands on some candy. All that day, nothing turned up in the roadblock, while Ranger Jim Leeds and I rode through the countryside without finding a trace of the man we were after. But on the following morning...
Maybe we've been heading the wrong way, Jace.
I don't think so, Leeds. Coming this way would have been the fastest trail out of the county. Otherwise, all wilderness for more than 80 miles. Too much of them on foot without supplies.
Still figuring they cut through toward US 280, eh?
They must have. They'll have to get to a car someplace unless they got a spot to hole up in real close. I don't think Saygood would take that chance. He'll want distance.
Yeah. Farmhouse head.
A rider coming, too. He's really pounding leather.
He sees us coming right this way.
Let's meet him.
Howdy, strangers.
Whoa, Charcoal.
Hey, I didn't expect anybody so soon.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, I just called the sheriff less than half an hour ago. Ain't that why you're here?
We didn't know about your call. What happened?
Well, my dogs flushed a couple of prowlers during the night. I went out all night hunting them, or I'd have put in a call before.
Maybe you're boys. You know what they look like?
No, all I saw was two shadows. Dogs woke me up like I told you. Men was prowling around.
We better have a look at this place, Leeds.
Yeah.
We'll ride back with you.
Oh,
Yeah. How long ago did it happen?
Oh, reckon it was 2 a.m., about 6 hours ago.
You say you chased him?
Yeah, but I couldn't spot him in the dark. Just rode around all night. If I'd have had any sense, I'd have called right away, but they threw a couple of shots at me when I saw him, and I got hot and went for my gun and lit out.
I see. They get anything?
When I went back to the house this morning, my missus said a couple of shirts and jeans was missing.
Must be Saygood and Abbott, all right. Getting rid of their jail clothes. They have horses?
No, I didn't hear any.
Maybe they were going to take a couple of yours and didn't have time to get them. How come your dogs didn't stay after them?
Dogs was pinned up. Should have turned them loose, but like I said, I was too hot to do any thinking after they shot at me.
If you had done any thinking, you'd have stayed home. One of the men you were chasing is a killer, and about as cold as they come. We picked up their trail near the farmhouse, and about 4 miles out, we found the ashes of a fire and chicken bones and feathers, and in the brush near the same spot, a bundle of prison clothes. From there, the trail led straight to the U.S. highway.
See the road through the brush now, Jace.
Yeah. Let's hope we spot a highway patrol car before we...
Well, what's the matter?
Something off the road in that patch of Douglas fir.
Looks like the front of a truck pulled pretty far back.
Come on. Get up, Charlie.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, boy. Haul truck. Stacked with new cars.
Uh-huh.
That's what they are.
Well screened from the road, all right.
Yeah. Driver doesn't seem to be around.
Unloading ramps down, Jace.
Tire tracks on the ground. They've got a car now, all right.
Wonder what happened to the driver of the truck.
Blood on the cab seat. And more on the running board in the ground.
Goes this way.
There he is.
Dead, Jace. Probably tried to go for help and couldn't make it.
Yeah. Wound looks like Saygood's trademark. Shot through the stomach.
You are listening to Tales of the Texas Rangers, starring Joel McRae as Ranger Jace Pearson. Now we continue with tonight's case, Candyman, an authentic story from the files of the Texas Rangers.
the horses with leads at the nearest town. He did some checking while I got a lift back to Pentland to pick up the car and horse trailer. Then I drove back to meet Leeds where I'd left him. Come on, boy. Get in the trailer. Move, boy.
Ready to roll, Jace.
We'll roll as soon as we can figure out which way. You check on those gas stations?
Highway patrol went all the way down the line. No station serviced the car we're looking for. No pump locks were broken during the night.
They must have driven as far as they wanted to go and ditched the car. Somewhere within about 100 miles from here.
How do you figure that?
Well, new cars coming off the assembly line only get a few gallons of gas put in them. If they didn't take on more gas, they got as far as they could on what was in the tank.
That makes sense.
We'll head west. Sagan's had trouble in Oklahoma and Louisiana, according to his record, and so he'd go to New Mexico, where he's clean. He left the state.
Yeah? Guess it's our best shot.
KTXA to Unit 10. KTXA to Unit 10.
Unit 10 to KTXA. Go ahead, KTXA.
Have report for Unit 10 on subject John Saygood. Only known associate of Saygood's was woman known as Marcella Roberts. Present whereabouts unknown. Last location was place of business, beauty salon in Abilene, Texas. Left there 2 months ago.
Unit 10 requests check of cosmetic distributors and supply houses. Check recent orders as possible source of new address on subject Marcella Roberts.
Will do, Unit 10. Moment, Unit 10. Have another message coming in for Unit 10. Stand by.
Unit 10 standing by.
Maybe they found the car, Chief.
A big help if they have.
Here it is, Unit 10. General store at Pike Hill entered during early morning. Situated 30 miles west, your present location. Check of stolen merchandise includes candy.
That fits subject Saygood. Proceeding to Pike Hill immediately. Unit 10, 10-4.
KTXA, Austin.
Sleep in a room right back at the store here, Ranger, when I hear this noise. I got up and lit the light, and it was just before daybreak.
See anybody?
No. I opened the door into the store, and then the dang cat popped into my room and started purring and rubbing against my leg. So I just figured she knocked something over, so I went on back to bed.
I see.
Didn't know anybody'd broken in until I got up this morning and found the door glass busted. Must have slept through that, though. I sleep real sound. Guess I woke up when they knocked this stack of canned goods over. Got 'em up and got 'em all stacked again now.
You call the sheriff right away?
Yep. As soon as I found a few dollars from the cash drawer missing. Didn't think about the candy counter. Don't keep much, you know. Till a couple of kids come in later on wanting some peppermint lifesavers. And I saw a whole box of them was gone and some chocolate bars.
I guess that's when the sheriff got in touch with us then. Now, we'll rope off this showcase and have somebody from our lab come in to check it for fingerprints so we can be sure it was the man we were after.
Not much doubt about it, Jace.
Nothing like being sure. We drove further west from Pike Hill past Virgo while we waited for the fingerprint check. We combed the brush along the highway looking for the car Saygood and Abbott had stolen, but there was no sign of it. If it was abandoned, it might stay hidden for weeks.
Nothing in here, Jace.
No. Would have been a good spot to ditch a car, though. Well, they couldn't have driven much further than this.
We may find it further on.
Maybe. Maybe we've already passed it.
Call on your car radio, Jace.
Yeah, I heard it.
KTXA to Unit 10. Come in, Unit 10.
Unit 10 to KTXA. Go ahead, KTXA.
Report on subject Marcella Roberts. Cosmetic distributor check shows nail enamel ordered in subject's name 2 weeks ago. Delivery made to Adorable Beauty Salon, Virgo, Texas.
Units 10 and 7 continuing investigation. Unit 10, 10-4.
KTXA, Austin.
Pile in, Leeds.
Virgo's about 50 miles back, Jace.
Yeah, I had a hunch we came too far.
Figure the woman's helping them hide out?
Vega didn't head in this direction without a reason. If she isn't hiding him, she'll know where he's headed. Was she at her home when we got there? But she came home about an hour later. We left our car out of sight. She didn't see us until she came up the steps to the private entrance on the porch. Miss Roberts?
What? Oh, Ranger. I didn't see you.
Thought you might be able to help us. You know a man named John Saygood?
I used to know him. Long time ago.
You seen him lately?
Well, how could I? I heard that he was in jail.
The paper boy must have been neglecting you lately. He's out. We're looking for him.
All right, Ranger. I'll tell you what I know. He probably headed for Oklahoma City. Told me once that he could always hide out there if he got in any trouble.
He should have carried a compass because he headed the wrong way. He broke into a store at Pike Hill before sunup this morning, and he was still moving in this direction when he left there.
Well, I haven't seen him.
Good. And you won't mind if we take a look through your apartment.
If you've got any objection, one of us can wait here while the other gets the warrant.
All right, you can come in. I only hesitated because the place is a mess.
Sure. But we won't tell the neighbors. Come on, let's go.
Well, here you are. I couldn't hide a mouse in here.
Leeds, check the bathroom and closets. I'll look in the kitchen.
Right, Jay. Nobody here, Jase, that's for sure.
No, not now. But there was somebody here.
What do you mean?
I mean, if you were a better housekeeper, you might make a better liar. You could have swept up these candy wrappers on the floor.
Is there a law against eating candy? I eat it all the time.
So does Saygood. You happen to have a 30-day diet tacked up on your kitchen wall. And your figure says you've been following it pretty close.
You can't prove anything with that.
Maybe not. But there's something else. 2 different brands of cigarettes in this ashtray. And one brand doesn't have any lipstick on them.
I had a boyfriend visit me.
I'm going to check every store in this town and find out if you bought a load of groceries today. And if you did, you better be able to show them or prove where they went.
Ranger,
You're concealing and aiding a murderer. You can serve a lot of time for that, Marcella. Enough to rub off those good looks before you get out.
I don't want to go to jail. But you don't know Johnny. He'd kill me.
Where is he?
Well, I took him and the other fellow up the back road to the Sierra Diablo foothills. They didn't hide out there and come back in a week. After I raised some money for him to get out of the country.
You lead us out to where you left him. And don't bother about raising that money. He isn't going to be needing it. We followed her to the place where Saygood and Abbott had been dropped, at the base of the wild Sierra Diablo country, catching the last rays of the sun. Leeds and I took our horses out of the trailer and started after them.
Getting pretty dark, Jase.
Yeah. Have to leave the horses and go on foot soon, or we'll lose this trail.
I can hardly see anything now.
Hold up a minute. Woo, Charcoal.
Oh, what?
Moist patch here. One of them slipped and fell.
The one making the heaviest tracks. Probably Saygood.
No, Abbott. Saygood's bigger, but he's using Abbott for a pack mule to carry supplies. Look how the tracks spraddle out.
Yeah. Sure must be carrying weight, all right.
Headed right for that rocky ground ahead. We won't find any more prints as clear as these.
Want to tie the horses off here?
No, I think we better lead them. They can walk this ground, and we may need them coming out. Now, let's keep going.
Ah, we've lost him, Jase.
Keep flashing your light around it. Keep it cupped.
All right. I'll spread out a little.
No, wait a minute. Come back.
Huh? What'd you find?
Earth is soft at the base of this rock.
Yeah, but no prints in it, Jase.
No, but look at those marks.
Oh. Rattlesnake track.
Yeah, wasn't moving away from here, though. Ben's probably in under the rock. Was weaving back and forth. A rattler only does that when it's disturbed.
You mean they scared it passing by?
Something scared it. Some loose rock fell around here not long ago, either. You can see where it chipped as it fell. The chips are fresh. Haven't been weathered over.
Then they must have knocked it loose climbing up around the rock.
Yeah. Let's find out. And if they did come this way, they must have moved along this ledge. Use your light again.
You're right, Chase. Look at this.
Yeah, piece of broken shoelace. Snapped while they were climbing. And they sat there and tied the rest of it. See where his back rubbed dirt off the rock behind him.
Yeah.
And they made straight for that plateau. Give Saygood a clear view of anything coming up by day.
Gonna leave the horses here and go on?
No. Climb down and get them. We'll circle the rocks and take the long way up. We'll give Saygood a chance to fall asleep. We may be able to take him alive. We reached the plateau, a broad, flat patch just under the final ascent to the high peaks of the range, and picked up the trail again. It led straight toward a clump of trees and brush, and through the trees we saw the glow of a fire. We moved toward it.
The moon's pretty bright now, Chase. We're out here. They're in cover. Unless they move between us and that fire.
It's funny Saygood would keep a fire going at night. Need it in the day for cooking, but it's a giveaway in the dark.
He probably figures he's safe enough. He's got to keep an eye on Abbott. Unless we're wrong and Abbott's along because he wants to be.
Well, we'll find that out when the showdown comes.
No sign of any movement there yet, Jace.
We'd better leave the horses now. And we'll stake them out here and split. Circle in on foot until...
Stop now, please!
Now I knew what was wrong with the fire. It was a decoy Saygood had set up. He was someplace in the rim of the brush behind us. I twisted around looking for a flash of his gun if he fired again.
Hang up, Rangers. Let me get a good shot. I'll put one right through your belly.
You didn't expect to get away, did you, Saygood?
You ain't got me yet.
We can wait. You'll never get out of here unless we take you out.
We got 4 guns. You're 1, Saygood.
Don't forget the extra joker I dealt myself. Talk up, Abbott.
Oh, Johnny, my arm.
I still got Abbott, little Papa. And if one of you got a bullet mark for me, remember it's got to go through him first.
Keep him talking, Jace. Maybe I can crawl around.
No, he's trigger happy. If he heard a sound, he'd put a bullet in Abbott's back.
What do you say, Rangers? You want to see this punk die? Now remember, I got nothing to lose by gunning it.
What do you want, Saygood?
I'll make you a deal.
We don't make deals.
You'll make this one or Abbott's dead.
He's not fooling, Ranger. He'll kill me. I got a wife and a kid down.
Ain't that touching, Rangers? Now you gotta play ball with me.
What's your deal?
Back off. Way off so I can see you go. And leave us your horses. And remember, Abbott will be in front of me when we come out to get him.
Jace, we can let him come out and then we can...
Sure, I know.
All right, Saygood. You got a deal.
I loosened the cinch on charcoal. We backed away, ready in case they fired. Then they moved out into the moonlight. Saygood kept Abbott between us and got him up on Leeds' horse. Then he started to mount charcoal.
Hold on, Rangers!
Take him, Charcoal! Take him, boy! Come on, Leeds. You won't be able to hit anything but the ground. There goes Saygood. Watch him.
You all right, Abbott?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Get up, Saygood.
Oh, my arms.
Never borrow a ranger's horse when a ranger's around unless he wants you to have him. I'm glad I didn't have to kill you, Saygood. I want the rest of the prisoners at Pentland to see you back in that cell. Might help them make up their minds never to come back again.
You can start that lesson with me, Ranger. Once I get out, you won't see me there again.
Good, Abbott. It's no place for a wife and kid to go visiting. All right, Saygood. Get going.
John Saygood was brought to trial and found guilty on 3 counts of murder. His sentence, death in the electric chair.
This is Joel McCrae. Many tales about the Texas Rangers have been repeated until they are legend. And here's one of my favorites. Many years ago, rioting broke out in a Texas town, and the mayor appealed for aid from the Rangers. He was at the railroad depot to meet the expected help when a stranger got off the train and approached him. "Are you the mayor?" the stranger asked. The mayor, looking anxiously for the Ranger force, said, "Yeah, but I have no time to talk to you now. I'm waiting for the Texas Rangers to stop this rioting." The stranger said, "I'm the Ranger. I was sent down to help you." The mayor's mouth dropped open in dismay. "They only send one Ranger?" Puzzled by the question, the Ranger said, "Yeah. You only got one riot, haven't you?" Don't forget our date, same time next week, folks. See you then.
Next week, Joel McCrea in another authentic reenactment of a case from the files of the Texas Rangers. Joel McCrea is currently seen starring in the Universal International Technicolor production Saddle Tramp. Tonight's cast included Tony Barrett, Frank Martin, Reed Hadley, Wilms Herbert, Dick Ryan, and Lorene Tuttle. This story was transcribed and adapted by Joel Murcott, and the program was produced and directed by Stacy Keach. This is Hal Gibney speaking.
Three chimes mean good times on NBC. The secret of Dennis Day's comedy is that he always appears perplexed and bewildered. Dennis will be back on the network of the Chimes Saturday, October 7th. That's 3 weeks from tonight, with more delightful mix-ups and popular music in the thrilling Day manner. And that same Saturday, October 7th, also marks the return of Judy Canova, with more of her mountain-style music and mayhem. This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
Listen at the close of this program for an important announcement of a change in time for Tales of the Texas Rangers.
The National Broadcasting Company presents Joel McCrea in Tales of the Texas Rangers. Tonight, transcribed from Hollywood, another authentic reenactment of a case from the files of the Texas Rangers. Of the Texas Rangers, starring Joel McCrea as Ranger Jace Pearson. Texas, more than 260,000 square miles, and 50 men who make up the most famous and oldest law enforcement body in North America. From the files of the Texas Rangers come these stories based on fact. Only names, dates, and places are fictitious for obvious reasons. The events themselves are a matter of record. Case for tonight, blood relative.
It is 4 p.m., June 26, 1949. Will Bonner, proprietor of the general store at Stump Hill, Texas, is waiting on Mac Kennedy, a dirt farmer.
Yeah. It found the flour and the bacon, Mac. Anything else?
Yeah, carton of cigarettes.
Yeah. How about making it a couple of sacks of tobacco, huh?
What's the matter, Will? My credit no good anymore?
Mac, I think you ought to pull in your horns a little. Your bill's running kind of high.
You get your money, don't you?
Ain't a question of getting it, Mac. You stand to make a good crop this year. Unless you have to pay out, the better chance you'll have to get on your feet permanent, without no credit.
Let me worry about... go ahead. Wait on him.
Yeah.
That's all right. I got time.
No, I'll take care of you, stranger. What do you have?
Stranger? Time ain't helping your sight any, is it, Uncle Will?
Huh? Ben! Well, dang it, boy, you changed. How do you like that? Didn't recognize my own blood relative. Oh, Liz! Come see who's here. Willie Ann sees you.
What is it, Will?
Don't say nothing. Fella wants to know if you want to buy some perfume.
Perfume? Why, land, no, Will. You could have told him that. What would I do with... Why, It's your brother's boy, Ben.
It sure is.
Stop cackling, Will. You know about your pa.
I know he's dead.
Oh, being glad to see you, Ben. I almost forgot. It happened last winter.
The pneumonia.
Yeah, we tried to locate you, boy, but nobody knew where you was.
Nobody would have wanted to know. I was in the pen at Huntsville.
Huh?
That's where I've been for 4 years.
In the prison? Your pa never said...
Wasn't nobody's business but mine.
Well, Ben, I guess we can talk that over later. You want to stay? There's a place here.
I ain't asking you for nothing except what's coming to me. I just want you to buy out my pa's share of the store and pay me off.
Well, Ben, your pa never did have a share in the store. You only worked for me.
What you trying to get away with, Uncle Will? He told me he was going in with you when he moved out here.
But then you knew your pa. He always talked big, but he never did have a dime of his own.
You telling me about my own pa?
No, we ain't running him down, boy. He never harmed nobody, but talking big was just his way.
Look, I come to get what's mine. Do I get it or don't I?
Ben, there's a bed and a job waiting for you if you want 'em. You're kinfolk, and that makes you welcome. But outside of that, there ain't nothing here that's yours.
You're going to pay me out.
You just hold on, young.
Let me go.
Hey, turn him loose, lad. Reckon I can still take care of myself.
Maybe you can, maybe you can't, Uncle Will. I'm staying around town to give you a chance to change your mind. Now, I'm warning you. I'm going to get what's mine if I have to kill you for it. Following morning, June 27th, neighbors found Will Bonner shot to death and his wife Liz critically wounded and unconscious in the back room living quarters of their store. The sheriff called with the assistance of a Texas Ranger. Ranger Jace Pearson was assigned to the case.
Well, that's all of the story, just like I found it, Jace.
You look pretty downhearted, Sheriff. Bonner a friend of yours?
I knowed him all my life. He helped me get elected. Body's in the back room. You want to see it?
Yeah. You can stay here if you'd rather.
No, I'll come. Guess you noticed the way the safe was cracked and the door where the killer got in?
Yeah, professional job, all right.
I covered Will over with a sheet. Maybe I shouldn't have, but
It's all right. Coroner hasn't been here yet, huh?
No, he's on his way.
Dead about 6-7 hours.
How do you figure that, Jace?
Rigor mortis just beginning to set in. You see a lot of them, you get to know.
9 o'clock now. That means it happened about 2 or 3 this morning, huh?
That's close to it. How about Bonner's wife? She gonna pull through?
Doc Woodson took her to the county hospital. He said there's a little chance.
You've got a deputy posted at the hospital in case she comes to?
Yep, he can take any statement she can...
Sheriff, I gotta talk to you a minute.
Well, all right, Jody, come in. Farmhand works for Mac Kennedy on and off.
Howdy, Ranger. Sheriff.
What's on your mind, Jody?
Well, I just come to pick up some feed in Mac's pickup. Heard about what happened.
Know anything about it?
Not exactly. But I was in town with Mac yesterday afternoon. He come to trust some supplies from Bonner.
What time?
Oh, about 4 o'clock. I wasn't in the store with him, but when he come out and we was driving back, Mac said Bonner had a fuss with somebody. Fella threatened to kill him.
He say who the fella was?
No, but whoever it was, he took a swing at Bonner. Mac had to grab him to stop a fight.
Where's Kennedy now?
Well, he was out plowing when I left.
Won't be able to get him by phone then. Come on, Sheriff. Let's get out there and talk to him.
Dead? Will Bonner dead? Yeah, and Liz is mighty close to joining him, Mac.
Better cut the motor on your tractor.
Yeah. Sheriff, Will should have told you about that fella. I should have called and told you myself after what he threatened to do to him.
Too late for what anybody should have done. You know the man?
Never saw him before, but I know who he is. Bonner's nephew. Fresh out of Huntsville. I heard him say so.
An ex-con, and you didn't say anything about it?
Well, Sheriff, how could I know he'd do it? A blood relative. Wasn't my affair, was it?
You know the man if you saw him again?
I'd know him any place.
You better come into town with us. Talk while we ride.
Okay.
Did Bonner mention his nephew's name?
Well, he called him Ben.
Hey, Will Bonner had a brother died last year. Must have been his boy.
We'll find out. way into Stump Hill, Mac Kennedy told us the story of the threat and gave me a description of Ben Bonner. I put a shortwave radio call through to KTXA. Unit 10 to KTXA.
KTXA, go ahead, Unit 10.
Request all units be alerted to look out for subject Ben Bonner, recently released from Huntsville. Subject wanted for questioning in murder of Will Bonner at Stump Hill.
10-4.
Request special alert on all roads leading from Stump Hill. Subject may be leaving area on foot or by hitchhike.
10-4.
Unit 10, clear.
KTXA, Austin.
Maybe young Bonner didn't run for it, Jace. He may be hiding out someplace nearby.
Not likely, Sheriff. If he killed his uncle, he'll go for distance.
He killed him, all right. You can bet on that.
When a man's life's at stake, Kennedy, I don't bet. Ben Bonner wasn't around Stump Hill. He'd pulled stakes and made a run for it, all right. We got the information from a woman in the crowd near the store when we got back to town. Her name was Sadie Wattle. She ran a rooming house.
I rent all my rooms to extra farmhands, generally, because I don't have to serve no meals that way, with them eating where they're working. So naturally, I thought this fella was one of them migratory hands.
Yeah, I understand all that, ma'am. All I want to know is when Ben Bonner left your place.
Well, it must have been just around midnight last night. Everybody was in and sleeping, and the house was locked up. And, well, the phone woke me up, and it was for him, that Ben.
Phone, huh? You know who called him?
Of course not. I didn't know who he was or nothing about him, except his name was Ben.
Did you recognize the voice of the person who called?
No.
Well, please go ahead about the phone call.
Well, I called him to the phone, that's all. Fine time of night to be waking people, I told him. Then he answered it. Right after that, he lit out like the devil was after him.
You hear any of the conversation?
I did not. I mind my own business. Besides, all he said was hello. After that, all the talking must have been done by whoever called him, because he never said another word, just listened a minute, then hung up and lit out.
Phone ringing in the store, Jace. I better get it.
Go ahead, Sheriff. Well, thanks for your help, Mrs. Waddle.
I'm glad I'm alive to give it. Whew. I might have been murdered in my own sleep with an ex-convict under my roof. Ought to be some way we could tell him from other folks.
A man who served his time can't be expected to carry a brand, ma'am. Besides, how did you know Ben Bonner's an ex-convict?
How did I know? It's all over town, ain't it?
Jace, the call is for you.
Right there, Sheriff. Thanks, ma'am. Excuse me. Who's calling?
Your headquarters, Captain Stinson.
Hello, Captain.
Got some good news for you, Jace. The Highway Patrol has picked up Ben Bonner.
Fine. Where'd they get him?
Almost to El Paso. Patrol car was stopped at a railroad crossing waiting for a freight to get through. They spotted him right in an empty flat.
Freight, huh? It's a good thing they saw him. If he'd made El Paso, he'd been across the border into Juarez in no time.
Well, he didn't make it. They're bringing him back to Stump Hill now. You'll have him there in a few hours. You getting the case against him?
I seem to be getting plenty.
Well, you don't sound too sure, Jace.
I don't know. You look up his record? What was on his last ticket to Huntsville?
Burglary, Jace. And that fits. Except for the killing this time.
Yeah, it fits all right. Like the executioner's glove. Stump Hill was 5 miles cross-country from the nearest railroad spur. We had time before the highway patrol would be delivering Ben Bonner. We sent Kennedy back to his farm. I unloaded charcoal from my horse trailer, and the sheriff got his horse. We rode to the railroad tracks.
He was smart, Jace. Almost got away.
Lots of them almost get away. Sure made a lot of distance in a hurry.
Don't know why you wanted to be sure he came this way to get to the train.
I just wanted to be certain he cut through this 5 miles on foot. Proves he didn't hitchhike a fast ride and pick up a train further on down the line.
Well, luck was with him for a while. He caught the only train he could have caught.
You mean only one freight goes through here at night?
Yep. Hotshot passenger clears first at about 1 a.m. Freight comes through about 15 minutes later. Slows for the grade here where he jumped it.
About 1:15's the schedule for the freight then, huh?
That's right.
Well, let's get back to town. Come on, Chuck.
You look like that train schedule means something, Jace.
It might. Coroner's report ought to be in by the time we get back to town.
Hey, I see what you mean. If Bonner was killed between 2 and 3 a.m. like you figured...
It'll mean his nephew Ben was on that freight at the time the old man was killed. Coroner's was waiting at the sheriff's office when we got back.
Well, you didn't miss by much, Jace. Here's the report on the time of death.
What is it?
Between 1 and 2 a.m.
Then Ben Bonner didn't kill his uncle. Even if he ran the 5 miles across country, his tracks showed us he walked. He couldn't have made it in time to catch that freight.
Doesn't look that way. Bullets from Bonner's body have been sent through to Austin. We may get a lead from ballistics.
I'm going to do some more checking around town on it.
Just a second, Jay. Sheriff speaking. Oh, good. She did, huh? No, you stay right there. Goodbye. Well, Jace, looks like there's been a mistake someplace. That was my deputy at the county hospital. Liz Bonner regained consciousness for a few seconds.
What'd she say?
She said her and her husband were shot by their nephew, Ben.
You are listening to Tales of the Texas Rangers, starring Joel McRae as Ranger Jace Pearson. We continue with tonight's case, Blood Relative, an authentic story from the files of the Texas Rangers.
The highway patrol brought Ben Bonner back to Stump Hill and unloaded him at the local jail where the sheriff and I questioned him.
But I didn't kill him, I tell you. Didn't even know he was dead till now.
You said you was gonna kill him. You said it in front of a witness.
Man, there's a difference between saying and doing.
If you had nothing to do with it, why'd you run away?
Because somebody called me up last night at the rooming house late. It was a man. Said he was a friend and wanted to warn me the sheriff was going to pick me up for threatening Uncle Will.
You scare easy, don't you?
You bet your life I do, mister. I just pulled 4 years at Huntsville and I had enough. I don't want no more. Maybe I was tough when I went to Uncle Will yesterday, but last night when I got that call, I was scared sick.
And you don't know who called you?
No, I don't know.
You sure it wasn't somebody you served time with, letting you know he was here to help you with the job?
No. Look, you gotta believe me. This is a murder rap. You can't send me up for it just because I shot off my mouth. That ain't evidence.
Ben, there's more than that. Your Aunt Liz didn't die. She came to at the hospital. She says it was you who gunned her and her husband.
That's a dirty lie. Look, if I did that, if I shot them and robbed the store, what was I doing on a freight? What did I do with the money? I ain't going to say anymore. I ain't going to talk till I see a lawyer.
That's your right. We told you that in the beginning. All right, Sheriff. Guess you can lock him up again.
Go on. Go ahead, Ben.
Ranger, please, I didn't do it. Maybe the fellow who told you I threatened Uncle Will didn't tell you everything. Maybe you ought to ask him why there was arguing when I come into the store.
All right, Ben, all right. Well, what do you think, Case?
I don't know. Let's get outside.
If he did have an accomplice, the other fella might be carting the loot and the gun.
Might be. I'll see you later, Sheriff. I'm driving over to the hospital at the county seat. I want to talk to his aunt, Liz Bonner. Mrs. Bonner, the doctor will only let me stay a minute.
Well, shot Will, just getting up.
Who shot him, Mrs. Bonner?
Ben, ungrateful, wanted to help him.
How did it happen?
There was a noise in the store. Woke us up. Mm-hmm. Will called, said, "Who's there?" Then he got up, went to put on the lights, but then shot him.
Did he get the lights on? Did you ever see your nephew?
No, but it was him. He said he'd do it. It was him.
If you didn't see him, did he say anything? Did you hear his voice and recognize it?
No, he just shot Will. I screamed, and that's all.
But you didn't see Ben or recognize his voice?
No, but he said he would. It couldn't be anybody else.
I think you're wrong, ma'am. I think it could be. I burned up the road back to Stump Hill and got the sheriff. I wanted to make another check of the store and find out a few things about Mac Kennedy.
Doggone it, Jace. You're sending your dogs at the wrong tree. Mac Kennedy's been Will's friend for years.
I just asked if Kennedy'd ever been in trouble.
Never. He's an honest, God-fearing dirt farmer, and that's all.
What kind of shape is he in financially?
Well, Jace, a man don't have to be a criminal just because he's down on his luck. Mac's crops have been bad.
Sheriff, I'm just asking a few questions, that's all.
Well, I'm sorry, Jace. I reckon Mac's in hock up to his neck. Place and all his equipment, his mortgage.
How come he can afford a hired hand?
You mean Jody? Oh, he just drifts in and out. Ain't much of a worker, but he's all Mac needs. Migrates in the spring for planting season, then out again in the fall after harvest.
He doesn't work for nothing, does he?
Mac pays him right off when he makes his crop and sells it.
That the way he pays everybody?
Yeah, it's the only time he ever has any cash. Why?
Just wondering. Did Mac buy here on credit from Bonner?
Well, I guess so. Why? You find something in the ledger?
Come take a look. Seems to be a page torn out. The book is kept in alphabetical order. Missing page is in the K's. If there was a charge page in here for Kennedy, it'd be right here.
Now you got something I can't fight, Jace. What a setup. An ex-con threatens to kill a man, makes it perfect for somebody else to do the job and set the jailbird up for a frame.
Come on, Sheriff. Let's get out to Kennedy's place again. Only this trip, we won't be asking questions about Ben Bonner.
There's one thing still bothering me, Jace. Mac Kennedy's never been in trouble. So how come we both spotted the marks of a professional knob-knocker on the burglary?
It's been bothering me, too. And the more I think of it, the more I wonder why he tore that charge page out of the ledger. Why do something that would point right at him when he had somebody else all set up to take the fall? Just beating the bill wouldn't make the chance worthwhile.
Not with murder, it wouldn't.
KTXA to Unit 10.
Oh, this may be the ballistics report, Jace.
Yeah. Unit 10. Go ahead, KTXA.
Lab report completed on bullets used in slaying of Will Bonner. 38 caliber, probably Smith & Wesson Police Special.
10-4. Unit 10, clear.
KTXA Austin.
A minute, KTXA. Stand by, please.
KTXA standing by.
What's the matter, Jace?
Just got an idea. Something that didn't fit before. That hand who works for Kennedy, that Jody. What's his last name?
Jody? Let's see. It's Pelham. Jody Pelham. Why?
I'll tell you in a minute. You there, KTXA?
Standing by, Unit 10.
This unit requests quick check on subject Jody Pelham. Repeat, Jody Pelham. Urgent.
10-4. Get back to you with information soon as possible.
Unit 10, clear.
KTXA Austin.
Jace, you figuring Jody helped Mac Kennedy to pull this job?
Maybe. Or maybe Jody did it on his own. I want to know if he's got a record.
What switched your thinking to him?
He was waiting outside Bonner's store for Kennedy when Ben walked in yesterday and made his threats.
Well, sure, he admitted that. Kennedy told him about Ben when he come out and they drove on back to the farm.
Yeah, but when Jody came into town the next morning and came to tell us about the threats, he pretended he didn't know too much. Just knew that old Will Bonner had been threatened. Couldn't say who made the threats.
Well, I don't get what you're driving at, Joe.
If Kennedy told him, he must have told him the whole story about the threats coming from Bonner's nephew. A nephew just gotten out of prison. That'd be the logical way to tell it. And that's the way Kennedy did tell it. But Jody was anxious not to seem to know too much.
Hey, sure, I see what you mean. Kennedy wasn't in town this morning till we went out and brought him in.
Yeah, but when we got back, everybody in town knew that the man we were looking for was Bonner's nephew, and that he was an ex-con. Sadie Waddles told us that.
Only one it could have come from was Jody. He spread it around while we were out getting Kennedy.
When we get to the farm, draw him out. Don't pounce on him until I get an answer on him from Austin.
I hope it's the right answer. It may save Mac Kennedy's life.
It was dark when we reached the farmhouse. There was a light on in the house, but the pickup truck wasn't in sight in the open garage. We left my car around in back of the house and went up on the porch.
Okay, hold your horses. Oh, Sheriff, Ranger, huh? I thought it was Jody coming back with the pickup.
Where'd he go?
He drove up north to Edgeville this afternoon. Said he wanted to get something. He ought to be back soon.
Well, aren't you going to ask us in, Mac?
Oh, sure thing. Make yourself at home. Understand you got Bonner's nephew today. Heard a couple of women chewing about it on the party line.
Yeah, we got him temporarily.
What do you mean, temporarily?
He didn't kill anybody, Mac. You had an argument with Bonner yesterday. What about?
I reckon that's my business.
Yours and Bonner's. But he's dead now, so that makes it my business.
Better talk up, Mac.
Well, I've been running up a big bill. Will was cutting me down a little.
You admit you owed him money.
Why wouldn't I admit it? I pay my bills. Any man says otherwise is a liar.
Nobody is saying otherwise, Mac.
You keep a gun around here anyplace?
Yeah.
What kind?
Smith & Wesson 38. It's right there on the mantel over the fireplace.
I'll get it, Jason.
Oh, don't wipe off any prints. Stick a pencil in the muzzle and lift it that way.
Okay. Pencil won't go in, Jace. Something jamming it.
And let me see. Don't have to worry about prints on that. Outside's been wiped clean with an oil rag.
Looks like paper jammed in there.
We'll soon find out. I'll take these shells out and poke the pencil through. There.
Why, it's Mac's charge page from the ledger.
What's that? What are you trying to pull?
Take it easy, Mac. We're not after you. Smell this gun and look at it, Sheriff. It was used, then reloaded, but never cleaned.
Well, that gun hasn't been touched in years.
Mac, this gun killed Will Bonner and almost killed his wife last night. Jody Pelham did it after you told him about Bonner's nephew.
But why would he tear out that page and plant it here?
So he could use Mac here to give himself a double cover-up. He made the call to the rooming house and got Ben Bonner to run. But he knew if Ben was caught any place and could set up an alibi, there'd be a second search. That's why he tore out the page and planted it here on Mac.
I'm sure glad you know it wasn't me.
If it was you, you'd have burned the page.
That dirty little... Hey, there he comes now. That's the pickup.
You want to help us nail him?
I'd like to blow his brains out.
There's a better way. Let him feel safe. Here, let me put these cuffs on you quick. Mm-hmm. Put that gun back in the mantel, Sheriff.
Yeah, but are you sure that you...
Like he says, Mac.
Boy, I didn't know anybody was here. Mac, what's the matter? What are you doing with those things on?
What's your guess, Jody? Or what's in that bag you're carrying?
Well, I just picked me up a bottle and a package store in Edgeville.
Yeah, what'd you use for money? You don't get credit on liquor.
Well, Mac, he paid me some wages this morning.
What, you dirty little liar.
Oh, I get it. I kind of wondered where he got the money.
Now you know, huh?
Well, when I got up last night and found he was gone, I sort of got to wondering this morning.
You shut up, Mac.
All right, Sheriff. I guess we can take him in. You better come along to make a statement, Jody.
Sure. I hate to do a thing like this to a friend, but I guess he deserves it. Doing old Bonner like he did.
Yeah. I thought you'd feel that way. Let's go. You might as well admit you fired the gun, Mac. A diphenylman test will prove you did.
What kind of test is that?
A man fires a gun, the nitrate from the powder gets into the pores of his hand. Chemical application shows it up.
Well, he's washed his hands since last night, I reckon.
Oh, washing won't get it out. Stays for a couple of days. You fired a gun recently, Jody?
No.
Well, then we make the same test on your hand. It'll show you the difference.
Well, you don't have to do that. I don't understand that kind of stuff anyway.
That's too bad. I thought you might like to see how we work. Get in. Watch him, Sheriff.
All right.
Well, Austin ought to have that information I requested before, Sheriff.
Yeah?
This might bore you, Jody. Unit 10 to KTXA.
Go ahead, Unit 10.
This unit back in service.
Been waiting for you. Have information you requested on subject Jody Pelham.
What's that?
2 years Huntsville burglary. 3 years Louisiana State Penitentiary burglary and safecracking.
10-4. Unit 10 clear.
KTXA Austin.
Stop this car. Let me get out of here.
Watch him, Sheriff.
Don't make me use this gun, Judy.
You rotten.
Never mind that, Mac. Here, take these keys and put the cuffs on the right man, Sheriff. We might as well have him there. He'll be wearing them a lot until he reaches the death cell at Huntsville.
Jody Pelham was tried and convicted for the wanton murder of Will Bonner. On the morning of December 6, 1949, at Huntsville Penitentiary, his sentence was carried out. Death in the electric chair.
And now, here again is the star of our show, Joel McRae.
Folks, Tales of the Texas Rangers is moving to a new time. You won't hear us next Sunday, but the week after that, we'll be back just an hour and a half later than usual on NBC, right after Theater Guild. So we'll see you in 2 weeks, on Sunday, November 26th. And I hope you'll be listening. Good night.
Good night, Joel. See you 1 week from this coming Sunday. Remember, friends, as Joel told you, Tales of the Texas Rangers will come to you an hour and a half later, immediately following Theater Guild. Beginning next Sunday at this time, you'll hear Hedda Hopper's fine program. The week after next, November 26th, Joel McRae as Ranger Jace Pearson will be with you again. A week from Sunday, Joel McRae in another authentic reenactment of a case from the files of the Texas Rangers. Joel McRae is currently seen starring in the MGM production Stars in My Crown. Tonight's cast included Tony Barrett, Bill Johnstone, Joe Duvall, Virginia Gregg, Parley Bear, and Byron Kane. This story was transcribed and adapted by Joel Murcott, and the program was produced and directed by Stacy Keach. 1 week from next Sunday, Tales of the Texas Rangers will be back with you immediately following Theater Guild. Consult your local radio schedule for time. This is Hal Gibney speaking.
Three chimes mean good times on NBC.
The National Broadcasting Company presents Joel McRae in Tales of the Texas Rangers. Tonight, transcribed from Hollywood, another authentic reenactment of a case from the files of the Texas Rangers. Tales of the Texas Rangers, starring Joel McRae as Ranger Jace Pearson. Texas, more than 260,000 square miles. And 50 men who make up the most famous and oldest law enforcement body in North America. From the files of the Texas Rangers come these stories based on fact. Only names, dates, and places are fictitious for obvious reasons. The events themselves are a matter of record. Case for tonight, Blood Harvest.
It is a moonless midnight, September 16th, 1947. A truck without lights is parked in a cultivated field several miles from Fairvale, Texas. In the darkness, two men are perspiring freely as they load bales of seasoned alfalfa onto the truck.
How many more we got to go, Slim? 15, 20. That's all. Now we can get it all on here, then. This'll be the last load.
That suits me fine. The sooner you get off the place with it, better. Come on.
Yeah, whoa. Take it easy, will you, Slim? How about time out for a smoke?
Smoke? You out of your mind, Trent?
Oh, we're a half mile from the house, and besides, you said Mullen was asleep.
Look, don't give me an argument.
All right, but I moved more than 200 bales of this stuff tonight. I'm going to rest for a minute. If you don't like it, load the rest of it yourself.
Okay, don't get hot about it. I'm just as tired as you are. Sit on a running board.
Yeah. Mullen's sure going to be surprised when he gets a look at this field tomorrow.
Yeah, he sure is. What do we get for this stuff?
About $30 a ton.
Ain't bad. Bound to clear almost $200 a piece.
Yeah. Could make more than that running a couple of head of cattle without working up this pig sweat, though.
Sure, smart guy. Run cattle and get picked up and sent to the pen. Maybe there ain't as much money in alfalfa, but one thing about it, there ain't no brand marks on the bales either. Nobody can say it ain't yours once you get in the clear with it.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. Think Mullen's liable to suspicion you when he finds this field stripped tomorrow?
Oh, not a chance. I'm an old war buddy, ain't I? And he saw me taking a sleeping pill before we turned in tonight. At least he thinks he saw me take it.
It's a good thing he ain't seen you take this alfalfa, or you'd lose your job for sure.
After tomorrow, I can afford to lose it. Farm work ain't for men, it's for horses. Hey, come on, we rested long enough. I want to get you away from here.
Okay.
Hey, give me that pitchfork. I'll push those last two bales back and make more room on the tail of the truck.
Here it is.
I got to act real surprised tomorrow when...
the matter, Slim?
Shh. There's something moving.
I don't hear nothing.
There it is again.
Maybe it's Mullen. Maybe he woke up.
Keep quiet, Trent.
Who's on this field?
It is him.
You better answer me. I can see the outline of your truck.
Slim, I gotta start up and get out of here.
No! You woke up. You must know I'm not in the house.
So pile in the truck and come with me, quick.
Hey, go to jail, lady. You're fool. No. I'll slide around behind the truck. You stay here until he comes up to you.
Yeah, but I don't...
I tell you.
Who are you? Talk up fast.
It's me, Mullen, Harry Trent.
Harry Trent, huh? You lost, Trent? What are you doing in my field in the middle of the night with a truck full of my alfalfa?
Well...
Save it, Trent. Where's Slim? Where'd he run to?
I didn't run any place, Mullen.
You know...
Don't move. There's a pitchfork you feel against your ribs. Just march back to the house.
What are you gonna do to him, Slim?
I'm gonna lend him my bottle of sleeping pills and see to it that he takes an overdose of them. It's nice, clean, and quiet.
That idea'd be great, Slim, if I'd hold still for it. But I ain't about to hold still.
Look out, Slim. Punch him, Trent. Let go of that fork, Mullen. Now, Mullen, here's something you don't have to hold still for. But you'll hold still this time.
You killed him. You killed him.
You shut up. Stop that and shut up.
We gotta run, Slim. We gotta get out of here.
Do nothing. Get that load out of here and sell it like we planned. Then keep your mouth shut. If you don't, I'll shut it for you.
Just before dawn of the next morning, a hound from a neighboring farm came across the body of Robert Mullen. Its baying attracted its master, who called the sheriff. The sheriff requested aid from the Texas Rangers. Ranger Jace Pearson was assigned.
There's the body, Ranger. Black hound dog over there came across it this morning, set up a holler. Owner heard her, knowed she'd found something, and come running.
I see. Which one owns the dog?
Fellow in the Mackinac, Sam Richardson. His farm adjoins this one along the east fence.
Who are the other two men?
Harry Trent. Farm on the north is his, and Slim Ferryman. Slim worked this place with Mullen. They was buddies in the war or something. You want to talk to him?
Yeah, in a minute. Anybody touch that pitchfork?
Nope, not even me yet. I figured it must be the murder weapon, blood all over the prongs. Hard to read prints off that handle, though.
Yeah. Marks on the body show Mullen was jabbed twice.
Once would have been plenty. I sent for the JP, but I don't think we need an inquest to tag this as murder.
No, but he'll have to order a medical examination to establish the time of death. Mullen felt kind of funny. The left leg bent in under him.
Well, there's a reason for that. Pull up the pants leg and you'll see.
Yeah. That explains it, all right. Artificial leg. He in some kind of an accident?
If you can call Okinawa an accident. You hit the beach there with the 1st Marines. Lost a leg and an eye. Left eye's glass.
He could have picked an easier life than farming. Did he have any family?
Sister, Ellie, lives over at Holtzville. Guess I'll have to bring her the news.
You could call the local minister at Holtzville. He can tell her better than you can. We can drive over and see her later and find out if she knows anything.
That's a good idea.
I'll talk to these other fellows now.
Okay. They don't seem to know much, though.
They may know when Mullen was last seen alive. Isn't often a man gets pitchforked to death out in his own fields.
Yeah. Fellas, this here's Ranger Jace Pearson. Ranger, this is Sam Richardson.
Howdy.
Harry Trent.
Hello.
Slim Ferryman.
Glad to know you.
Richardson, the sheriff tells me your dog found the body.
That's right. Oh, it must have been about 4 a.m. I was just getting out of bed when I heard her, so I come a-running.
You always run out and investigate when you hear one of your hounds baying?
Nope, but that black hound of mine's a good one. And I ain't never heard a dog sound off like she did.
I see. When did you see Mullen last alive?
Yesterday morning. Passed each other along the fence and said howdy.
How about you, Mr. Trent?
I hadn't seen him for a couple of days.
Reckon Slim here saw him last then.
How about it?
Well, sure, reckon I did. Last night we ate, and then I turned in early.
Then this happened during the night?
Must have, as far as I know.
Why would Mullen come out to this field at night?
I don't know. I didn't even know he'd left the house until Richardson here come pounding on the door and woke me up this morning after he found the body.
You live right on the place, Slim?
Uh-huh.
How come you didn't hear Richardson's dog?
Well, I was sleeping kind of heavy. I took a sleeping pill last night. Must have knocked me out good. Had a rough day yesterday.
What do you mean rough?
Well, all the extra chores, loading the alfalfa from this field onto the truck.
I was wondering how come there were so few bales from such a big cutting.
Well, Mullen had a buyer for most of it, I reckon. Anyhow, he carted it off.
Yeah, I see the tire tracks. Any idea who he sold it to?
He didn't say.
Think somebody paid him for the stuff, then came back to rob him of the money, Jace?
Could be, Sheriff. Except that Mullen made the robbing mighty convenient by coming out into this field at night. When we learn why he came out here, we'll be learning a lot. After a while, the justice of the peace showed up and took charge of the body. The sheriff made his call to the minister, Holtzville, so he could break the news to Mullen's sister. We gave her a couple of hours to get a grip and then drove over to see her.
He was only here last Sunday, spending the day with us, playing with a baby and arguing with Dan.
Who's Dan?
My husband.
What were they arguing about?
I didn't mean a real argument. Politics. Cost of living. You know how men get talking. And now he's dead.
Take it easy, Ellie.
That's your brother's picture over the fireplace, isn't it?
Yes, in his uniform. Just before he went overseas in the war. Before he was hurt.
Anybody you know of who might gain anything by having your brother out of the way?
No. He never made any enemies.
Guess it was robbery like we figured before, Jace. No money on him and none in the house that we could find.
Might have had time to bank the crop money yesterday. We can check that with the bank.
Might as well go then. Ellie, you shouldn't be here alone at a time like this.
The minister's coming back later.
Why don't you call Dan, have him come home from work?
He's away for a few days on a business trip.
Away on a business trip, huh? Who's he working for?
He's buying and selling for Hatton's Feed and Grain Company. Don't worry about me. I'll be all right.
Well, if there's anything I can do, just holler. Bye, Ellie.
Goodbye, ma'am.
Goodbye. You gotta find out who killed my brother. You can't let him get away with it.
We'll try not to, ma'am.
I never thought how her husband's job might fit into this.
Buying and selling feed and grain, huh?
Mullen sold that alfalfa. Most likely man he'd sell it to would be his own brother-in-law.
It's something we're going to check on. Hop in.
Gonna put out a radio pickup for him?
No, we'll drive over to the Hatton Feed and Grain. They'll know where he is. We'll pick him up ourselves. Hatton's Feed and Grain Company told us the area that Mullen's brother-in-law Dan was working. We caught up to him next morning making a selling stop at a dairy farm.
That must be Dan's car there by the barn. Hatton Company emblem on it.
Yeah, let's find him.
There he is. Other end of the barn, leaning on a stall. Must be the owner he's talking to.
Call him down here.
We don't have to. He sees us coming this way now.
Watch out for any sudden moves, just in case.
Howdy, Sheriff. Looking for me?
Ranger and I'd like a word with you.
Reckon it's about Ellie's brother.
You heard about it, huh?
Yeah, on my car radio this morning. I called Ellie a little while ago. She told me you'd been to see her. A couple of stops I just got to make around here. Then I'm heading for home.
When did you see Mullen last?
2 days ago when I started out on this trip.
You stopped by his place?
That's right.
Social call or business?
Business. Made a bid on his alfalfa. We're just about finished sweating, ready to be hauled for storage.
How'd you pay him for it? By cash or company check?
I didn't pay him for it, Ranger. He said it wasn't for sale.
You better be sure of that, Dan.
What do you mean?
He means that alfalfa was sold and moved just before Mullen was killed, the same day you stopped there.
Whoever told you that's a lie.
It's no lie, Dan. We saw it with our own eyes. Everything was hauled from there except maybe a dozen bales.
I don't care what you saw. I know that alfalfa wasn't for sale, to me or anybody else.
What makes you so sure of that?
I'll tell you what makes me so sure, and you can check it with the bank. Bob told me he'd made arrangements for a bank loan to buy 20 head of dairy cattle. That's why I'm sure. He was getting them in next month, and he needed that alfalfa for winter forage. He couldn't have sold it, not to anybody.
You are listening to Tales of the Texas Rangers, starring Joel McRae as Ranger Jace Pearson. We continue now with tonight's case, Blood Harvest, an authentic story from the files of the Texas Rangers.
qualified the loan for buying the dairy herd. Unless he'd changed his mind suddenly, Mullen wouldn't have sold the feed he'd been needing for his own stock. The sheriff and I headed back for Mullen's farm.
Don't see Slim around any place.
Maybe into the funeral home. Let's take a look at the barn.
We've looked at the barn before, Jace. No way we could miss a couple hundred bales of alfalfa.
No, but we might have missed something we weren't looking for the last time.
Just look up. You see the loft is almost empty. He didn't need much forage with just one horse to feed.
No, I'm not looking for forage. Here's what I'm interested in.
It's just a bunch of scrap lumber.
And a keg of nails. Just about what he'd need to build stalls for that dairy herd. Now, Mullen was too far ahead with his plans to change his mind, if you ask me.
Sure looks that way.
Where'd Mullen keep his hay truck? That vehicle shed out back?
Yeah.
Come on.
What do you want to see, Jace?
The truck that Slim said he and Mullen loaded that alfalfa on.
Looks like the shed is locked.
Oh, no, it isn't. It's the wooden peg stuck through the lock ratchet. We can pull it.
I'll help you roll her back. Yeah. There's the truck.
This the only truck he's got?
Yep.
If this truck was used to haul alfalfa bales, they must have been tighter than any bales I've ever seen. Look at that truck bed. Clean as a whistle. Not a straw on the floor.
No.
Hey, Sheriff. This is the truck that was loaded out in that field.
You can't be sure of that just because the bed is clean.
No, but I can be sure by the tires. Look at them. Tread's worn down almost smooth. The tire marks we saw out in the field were well marked. Plenty of tread.
Hey, that's right, they were.
Come on. Take Mullen's horse from the barn, throw a saddle on it. I'll get charcoal out of my trailer, and we'll take a little ride.
Where to?
Out to the fields first, where I can make a plaster cast of that tire tread. Truck was loaded heavy. Impression was deep enough to hold.
Why can't we drive out?
I want to cut across the neighboring farms, too, and see if we can find any matching treads in other fields. You can see the ground better as we move on horseback.
Just as easy to drive around to the farms and check the tires on the trucks like we did here.
Yeah, but I don't want to be seen doing that. If we scare the man we're after, he might run before we get to him.
Okay, I'll have this nag ready in a minute. If you're right, Jace, Slim Ferryman has been lying about moving the alfalfa. Easy, boy.
We'll find out. If he was lying, it'll explain why Mullen was out to that field at night. Because it'll mean that the crop was being stolen at night. And he was killed when he saw who was stealing it.
How long does it take that cast to dry, Jace?
I'll be ready in a minute.
Liable to be a lot of truck tires with that same tread.
Sure, but this piece I'm making a cast of has a cut mark across part of the tread.
Oh, I see.
Find that same mark again someplace else, we can make another cast and use for evidence. Here, this is dry now. How's that, Sheriff?
Good, clear impression, Jace.
Come on. Let's ride. We checked the neighboring farms. Sam Richardson's place was clear, and so were the two others. And we cut through the north fence to Mullen's farm and into the acreage owned by Harry Trent.
Looks like Trent moved his alfalfa crop, too, Jace. Fields are clear.
Yeah. Where's the farmhouse?
Other side of that patch of trees.
Good. That'll keep us covered. Keep your eyes on the ground.
Right. Hey, hold it.
Ooh.
Hold it.
What is it?
Nothing. Tractor marks there. Not what we're looking for.
Oh. Well, let's keep going.
Hey, look.
There's quite a bit of straw on the ground over to the right, Sheriff. Let's move that way.
Hey, boy.
Yeah, Sharky.
Yeah. Probably Trent had his bale stacked there.
Huh? He sure did. That's what we're looking for. Ooh, charcoal.
Oh, easy. Kind of dim, Jace, but they're the same tread, all right.
Yeah, it looks like the same cut mark in the tread. I'm going to make another cast. Then after dark, we can slip in and take a look at Trent's barn and his truck. We slipped back that night. Trent's truck tires were the ones we were looking for. Heavy duty. We went from the vehicle shed to the barn.
Pretty dark night, Jace. Hardly see in here either.
Yeah, I don't see enough to find what I want. There's a ladder to the left. Here it is. All right, I'm going to climb up. Give me your flashlight.
Here you are. Anything up there?
Just a few bales.
I reckon Trent sold most of his alfalfa crop, too.
Even if he had Mullen's crop here, no way we could prove it.
That's where you're wrong, Sheriff. If Trent had it, we're gonna prove it. We cleared the farm without being spotted. Got to my car and drove back to town. Robert Mullen's wake had just ended at the funeral home as we pulled up at the sheriff's office.
We didn't have to be so careful out at Trent's place, Jace. There he is going toward his car. Must have come in to pay his respect.
He just came out of the door of that cafe. Oh, look who's in there at the counter.
Slim Ferryman.
Yeah, we could use some coffee. Come on.
Well, howdy, Sheriff and Ranger.
Howdy, May. How's the coffee?
Try stirring it, and it'll fling the spoon right back at you.
That sounds strong enough. Pour a couple.
All right.
Mind if we sit with you, Slim?
Help yourself. Yeah, got a line on who killed Mullen yet?
No. Too bad Mullen never mentioned the name of the man he was selling that alfalfa to.
No, too bad.
You think he might have mentioned it to one of the neighbors, Sam Richardson, maybe, or Harry Trent?
No, I don't think so.
I guess it isn't likely. Man who doesn't tell his plans to an old buddy living right in the same house with him, I guess he wouldn't tell anybody.
Well, here's your Java, Sheriff.
Thanks.
Ranger.
You and Mullen go all through the war together?
No, just part of it.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you meet? South Pacific?
No, here in the States. I was a ward man at the General Hospital.
Oh, then you weren't in action together?
No.
I see. I thought you were real close friends.
We were. Who says we weren't?
Well, take it easy. Nobody said so. I just meant you weren't as close as buddies are when they're under fire together.
We were plenty close, and don't let nobody tell you different. Mullen was the best friend I ever had, see?
Sure.
When you get the guy who killed him, I'd like to be there to watch when they strap the rat in the electric chair.
I know just how you feel. I'll do my best to arrange that for you.
Here's your money, May.
Oh, thanks, Slim.
I'm going back to the farm and get some sleep if I can. Hardly had any since this happened.
It's too bad. Maybe you ought to take one of your sleeping pills.
Yeah. Maybe I will. Good night. Good night, Sheriff.
Night, Slim. You sure rattled his teeth, Jace. He was pretty frank about his service record, though.
Only because he knew I could check it if he lied. Let's skip this coffee. I want to see Ellie and her husband, Dan. Ellie and Dan were keeping a lonesome night vigil beside the body of Robert Mullen. We beckoned Dan outside.
What is it? I don't want to leave Ellie alone too long.
I'm afraid you'll have to leave her alone for a while if you want to help us spring the trap on the man who killed your brother-in-law.
You know who did it?
I think so. I need your help to prove it.
You gotta help her. What do you want?
How much acreage did Mullen have in alfalfa? Looked like 7 or 8 acres.
8's right.
You know how much it'd yield?
About 2 ton to an acre, 16 ton all told. That's a good yield for this year. He took good care of his land. Why?
I'll tell you in a minute. Sheriff, we saw Trent's alfalfa acreage. I'd say he'd cut about 6 acres.
About 10?
You don't have to say about. 6 acres is right.
How do you know?
I bought Trent's alfalfa crop from my company.
Good. How much?
Almost 12 ton. Same acre yield as Bob Mullen's.
12 tons. Are you sure that's all?
Of course I'm sure.
The feed and grain companies keep a record of everybody they purchase from?
Sure.
Can the lots be identified? I mean, are they tagged or stored in such a way you could tell who they were brought from?
Yeah, they are.
What are you aiming at, Jace?
Final proof to break Trent down? Dan, I want you to come with me. We'll get one of the bales Trent sold to your company. Then we're going to wake up every other feed and grain buyer in the county to see if he sold any more than 12 tons. We got what we were after. The day after Mullen was killed, Trent had sold an additional 15 tons to another company almost 50 miles away. We got a sample bale and brought it back to the sheriff's office. Hey, put it down here, Dan.
Yeah. So Trent did sell more of it, huh?
15 tons more.
Don't see how you can tell this bale from the other one.
You can when you weigh them. Trent's bales averages 110 pounds to the bale on his own stuff. The bales in this second batch are tighter packed, about 140 pounds to the bale.
Hey, wait a minute, Ranger. There's something else different, too. I just noticed. Look at the wire on the bales.
Looks the same to me.
Maybe, but you're not as used to seeing baling wire as I am. Wire on the bales Trent sold me is 16 gauge. Wire on this other bale is 14 gauge. Bob Mullen always used 14 gauge.
Come on, Sheriff. Let's get Trent and make him talk. Once he opens up, we'll see where Slim Fairman fits.
Chase, I see the picture as clear as you do now, but how are we going to prove that this second batch of alfalfa was stolen from Mullen's place?
We don't have to prove it. Trent's the one who has to do the proving. We do things big in Texas, but he's the first man who ever sold 27 tons of alfalfa from 6 acres. Let's go. It was still dark when we turned in the road to Trent's farmhouse, and the light went on inside as we came to a stop. Trent came to the door.
Oh, it's you fellers. I heard a car.
You thought it was somebody else?
No, I didn't know who it was.
Oh, I thought you might be expecting Slim Fairman.
No, why would Slim come here?
Take a few lessons in farming, maybe? So you could show him how to raise 27 tons of alfalfa on 6 acres?
You must have raised that much, Trent, because you sold that much.
But 15 tons of it belonged to Mullen. He baled heavier and used 14-gauge wire while you used 16-gauge.
I bought Mullen's crop.
Why would he sell it to you instead of his brother-in-law, Dan?
I hauled it for him. He thought the price would be better someplace else.
Not enough to haul it 50 miles. And besides, you made that sale yesterday, after Mullen was killed.
I had to do it. I was in a trap. If I told you about it, Slim would have killed me.
Did he kill Mullen? Were you an eyewitness?
Yeah, I saw him do it. I never touched Mullen.
Where's Slim now?
I thought you were him when you drove up. He's coming here this morning. I got to check for Mullen's alfalfa, and Slim was going to pick it up and take it someplace for cashing.
There's a car coming now, Jason.
Handcuff Trent to the door now to that closet. Quick.
Right.
I didn't kill him.
Up.
Come on, Sheriff. Slim won't stop. He'll see my car as he makes the turn for the house.
He saw it. He's turning around.
Get his tires.
That stopped him. He's running for it, Chase.
Move off to that side. The car's shielding him.
Right.
Stop running, Slim. You can't beat a bullet.
He ducked into the bonnet, Chase.
Circle in from the side and keep the door covered. I'm going in after him. The gray of dawn was washing across the sky, but the barn was in deep shadow. I slipped in along the side wall and moved slowly toward the stalls. I didn't see what came at me. I just sensed it hurtling through the air, and I threw myself to the side, hit the ground, and fired.
You getting Chase? You all right?
Yeah. He threw that sickle at me from the stall. I didn't see him. Don't even know how I hit him. I just felt it coming and fired.
Mighty good aim. He's dead.
So is Bob Mullen. Let's get Trent and take him in.
For his complicity in the robbery and murder of Robert Mullen, Harry Trent was sentenced to Huntsville Penitentiary for 50 years.
And here again is the star of our show, Joel McCrea, with another interesting story about the Texas Rangers.
The equipment of a Texas Ranger includes a pair of 6 guns, a rifle, a shotgun, and other weapons. Not to mention his horse trailer, automobile, and scientific crime detection apparatus. However, there's been a fictional addition to the equipment as the result of motion pictures. An addition that has the Rangers scratching their heads ruefully. It came to the attention of one Ranger recently as he passed 2 small boys on a street. The small fry turned to stare at him. The Ranger got quite a shock when he heard one of them say, "Oh, shucks. He ain't a real Texas Ranger. He ain't got a guitar." Well, such is the influence of modern fiction. But fortunately, the criminals know the truth. When they see a real Texas Ranger, they don't look for a guitar. They look for the quickest means of transportation. They want distance, not music. Good night, folks. See you next week.
Next week, Joel McCrea in another authentic reenactment of a case from the files of the Texas Rangers. McRae is currently seen starring in the Universal International Technicolor production Frenchie. Tonight's cast included Tony Barrett, Lou Krugman, Herb Vigran, Tom Tully, Wilms Herbert, Betty Moran, and Gigi Pearson. This story was transcribed and adapted by Joel Murcott, and the program was produced and directed by Stacy Keach. Al Gibney speaking.
Three chimes mean good times on NBC. Here's news of two outstanding musical events. This Saturday, January 27th, Arturo Toscanini begins the first of a new series with the NBC Symphony. And starting Monday, January 29th, the Boston Pops Orchestra will be heard in a new Monday evening concert series. They call infantile paralysis the visible crippler. It strikes without mercy any place, anywhere. You can fight him with your dimes and dollars, though. Send them today to your local March of Dimes headquarters. Join the 1951 March of Dimes. Remember, Arturo Toscanini once again conducts the symphony next Saturday on NBC.
Wheaties presents Joel McRae in Tales of the Texas Rangers. On stage tonight, transcribed from Hollywood, another in the Wheaties big parade of exciting half-hour presentations. Tales of the Texas Rangers, starring Joel McRae as Ranger Pearson. Texas, more than 260,000 square miles. And 50 men who make up the most famous and oldest law enforcement body in North America. Now, from the files of the Texas Rangers come these stories based on fact. Only names, dates, and places are fictitious for obvious reasons. The events themselves are a matter of record. Case for tonight, Apache Peak.
Shortly after midnight on October 4 last, a late model blue sedan came to a stop at a traffic light on the highway leading southwest out of Wichita Falls, Texas. While the driver waited for the light to change, a figure moved out from the shadows and tapped on the window of the sedan.
Going toward Haskell, mister?
I didn't hear you with the window up.
Said you're going near Haskell.
I don't know. Where is it? I'm headed for El Paso.
That's my direction. How about a ride?
All right. Hop in.
Thanks. Mighty hard getting a ride. There's your light.
Uh-huh. How far is Haskell?
About 80 miles. But I'm going past there up near Apache Peak. Ain't far from El Paso.
Oh, good. Keep me from falling asleep at the wheel. I gotta be in El Paso in the morning. Business appointment.
You from the east?
New York. I guess the accent sticks out, huh?
Reckon so. What kind of business you in?
Salesman. Airplane parts.
You get tired, I can drive a spell.
Hey, that's a thought. As soon as I start to feel sleepy.
Sure. Give you a chance to rest up. Good.
It's almost 4 a.m. Be in Odessa in 20 minutes. You want to take over?
Yeah.
Guess I can stop any place on this highway. Haven't seen another car in an hour. Yeah, I'll slide over. You get out and come around.
No, you get out.
Well, it's just as easy for you. Hey, what are you doing with that gun?
I need money, mister, and you got it.
Oh, sure. I'll give it to you. I won't report it or anything. I'll give...
I know you won't, mister.
Oh!
Tales of the Texas Rangers will continue in just a moment.
Tonight, as special guest, Wheaties champion Robert Feller.
Well, by golly, it's always fun to meet a Wheaties champion, especially when he's as nice a guy as Bob Feller of the Cleveland Indians. Hello, Bob.
Hi, Ed. Are you seeing many baseball games these days?
Oh, you bet, Robert. You eating many Wheaties these days?
What a question. Well, I've been eating Wheaties for breakfast almost every morning for pretty close to 20 years.
And still going strong, huh?
Wheaties are mighty tough to get tired of. I guess Wheaties and milk and fruit will still be my favorite breakfast when I'm too old to climb out of the dugout.
Well, that won't be happening for a lot of years yet. Thanks for stopping in, Bob Feller, a real Wheaties champ.
You know, gentlemen of the audience, this man Feller has a wife and youngsters even as you and I. His paycheck depends in part on healthy energy, just as ours does. Get my point? We need 'em too. Wheaties, breakfast of champions. Get yours.
And now, back to our story with Joel McCrae as Ranger Pearson.
The body was discovered at 8:15 on the morning of October 4 when a fence rider from a ranch bordering the highway found it in the brush at the side of the road. He reported the discovery to the nearest sheriff, and the sheriff relayed the report to the Texas Rangers. Ranger Jace Pearson was assigned to the case.
There's the body, Jace, under that sheet.
Where was he found, Sheriff?
Oh, about 11 miles east. Must have been dumped out of a car.
Shot 3 times. 1 through the neck and 2 through the chest. 38 caliber?
Yeah. Coroner got 2 of the slugs.
Any identification on him?
Or anything, Jace. Whoever done it even stole the clothes off of him. Except in his shirt and shorts and necktie. And a pack of cigarettes from his shirt pocket. It's all there on the table.
Laundry mark on the shirt. That might help. Coroner say how long he's been dead?
Oh, since 4 or 5 o'clock this morning.
These cigarettes, were they on him?
Yeah. Why? They help any?
Maybe a whole lot. Look at this. New York State tax stamp.
Can you make something out of that?
Only the 1 pack of cigarettes wouldn't have lasted him from New York to Texas. Probably bought a carton or 2 to start out on a trip. So his home might be in New York.
I reckon an awful lot of folks buy a carton of smokes in New York, Jace.
Yeah, but it's a place to start checking that laundry mark on the shirt. It'll be a help if we know who this man is. I'll send these things into the lab, and they can send a wire photo of the mark to New York.
The coroner has some pictures of the body.
We'll put them on the wire, too. You got a deputy to get the stuff to my headquarters?
Sure thing. I'll call him.
Good. And we can get out and check the scene.
Had this little piece of road here blocked off so no cars could wipe out anything.
Good.
Yeah, body was found right in here.
Yeah. Dragged in from the road. Back of the heel scraped along there. Clothing caught on the mesquite here.
What you picking off there?
Little fibers of cloth snagged on here. Lab men get through with these and may be able to tell us what kind of duds they came from. Let's take a look at the road.
Fresh set of tire tracks here on the shoulder, James.
Yeah, I noticed them. Impressions deeper here. That's where they stopped. Look at the marks around it. Body was dragged out of the driver's side.
That makes a difference?
Means the dead man must have been driving. So, there's a good chance it was his own car.
I reckon that adds up. But how about the other fella?
Could be the same old story, Sheriff. A hitchhiker.
Man'd have to be a fool to take a hitchhiker through this country, hadn't I?
Yeah, a fool. The trouble with fools is most of them are nice people. And they don't rate being killed. I'm going to play a hunch. Make some work for the highway patrol. Captain Stimson's out on investigation. I may be able to reach him in his car. Unit 10 to Unit 3. Unit 10 to Unit 3.
Unit 3 to Unit 10. Go ahead.
Unit 10 requests all points bulletin alerting Highway Patrol and Ranger units to stop and check all cars carrying New York State plates.
The exhibits you sent over have arrived, Unit 10. You're not just going on that cigarette tax stamp, are you?
No, Captain. Murder scene check indicates victim was driving car he was dumped from. Might have been his own.
Worth trying, I guess.
How soon can we expect report from New York police on Laundry Mark?
That'll take time, Unit 10. We'll keep you informed. Lab reports on exhibits in a few hours.
We'll keep Unit 3 informed if I move from this location. Unit 10, 10-4. After the 10-4 sign-off, I took the sheriff back to his office. And that's when the hardest part of all hunting began, the waiting. The only thing we knew for certain about the murder car was that it was heading west on the road to Pecos and El Paso. I headed the same way, stopping to ask questions at all the smaller towns, the cafes and service stations, wherever a man on the run might risk stopping. But all the answers were the same.
New York car, you say? No, I don't think so. I only saw one out of state all day from Oklahoma.
Well, thanks anyhow, ma'am.
Sit down, have some coffee and pie, Ranger.
Oh, no thanks. I gotta find a fellow.
No, I'd sure remember it if a New York car stopped here for gas. Ain't seen one in a week.
Well, thanks.
Ranger.
Yeah?
The kid runs the pumps a little while I'm eating. Maybe he saw something. I'll call him out if you want to wait till I catch this fella's windshield.
I'll wait.
Oh, well, gee, I just remembered. The kid didn't sell nothing today.
Well, thanks anyhow.
We've been working on the road all day, senor, but we don't notice nobody.
Yeah, I guess not. They detour past you 50 yards away.
Only one who might see is Juan. He holds the red flag when a car is coming down there. But he don't even look up. He just hears the car and waves the flag. He's too busy looking in the movie magazine at Betty Gravel.
Well, thanks. By nightfall, I was just outside of Pecos. I pulled into a grove near an auto court, a place I'd stopped before. Let my horse Charcoal get down from the trailer. Barely got him unloaded when another Ranger car pulled in.
That's you, Chase?
Yeah, Kurtz.
Howdy, boy.
Howdy. What are you doing down here?
Got a teletype for you from headquarters. Murdered man's name was Roger Bradley, New York City. Salesman for an airplane parts outfit.
Identification positive?
Yeah, pictures, laundry mark, everything. Police up there traced the laundry mark. Bradley's wife identified the pictures.
Was married, huh?
Yeah, 3 kids. Car you're looking for is a 49 blue sedan. Here's the make and license number.
Highway Patrol hasn't spotted it anyplace.
Nope, but here's a list of all the clothes Bradley was carrying on the trip. Pretty complete description.
Can't understand why nobody's seen that car.
Killer might have gotten out of the state. Had a good start.
I hope that isn't it, Kurtz. 3 kids have to grow up without their father because of a gun-crazy hitchhiker.
I know what you mean.
Let's hope he's still in Texas. If he is, we're going to find him.
In just a moment, we continue with Tales of the Texas Rangers, starring Joel McRae as Ranger Jace Pearson.
Next time you bounce out of bed in the morning, well, you do bounce, don't you? Well, okay, let's say next time you get out of bed, head for the Wheaties. Sure enough, head for the Wheaties at 7 a.m. and see how they help at 11 a.m. Yes, they can make a difference at 11. And they can make a difference at the breakfast table. It's likely to be a pleasanter place with a bowl full of crisp little old Wheaties next to your spoon and napkin. The reason is, of course, the wholehearted whole wheat taste of Wheaties. You're getting all that sweet as a nut whole wheat flavor in every Wheaties flake. Pour on the milk, put on the fruit, and dig right in to one of the finest openings any morning ever had. And then, see how much finer the morning itself goes when you've started with Breakfast of Champions. That full whole wheat really gives with vitality, you know. There's a whole kernel of wheat in every flake of Wheaties. Now see if you don't notice the difference all morning long. Less of the mid-morning slump, more of the up-and-at-'em punch. Know what I mean? All right, then. You try it. Tomorrow, next day, for a good breakfast, for a good morning, start with Wheaties. See yourself how Wheaties at 7 can help at 11.
And now, back to Joel McCrea as Ranger Jace Pearson in Tales of the Texas Rangers.
For the next 5 days, Ranger Kurtz and I worked our way west, but we couldn't get a lead. Then on the afternoon of October 10th, 6 days after the killing, we stopped and unloaded our horses at Eagle Flat in Hudspeth County.
Blacksmith's place is open?
Yeah. Horses can drink from his trough.
Hey, look at that poke leaning against the fence there. They sure do get dutied up for Saturday night in Eagle Flat.
Yeah. Kurtz.
What's the matter, Jace?
That suit. No poke ordered that through a mail catalog.
Hey, it looks like one of the suits described on the teletype.
Yeah. Let's find out. Howdy.
Well, howdy, Ranger.
You live around here?
Work the Longbow Ranch up near Tabernacle Mountain.
Mighty nice suit you got there. Kind of fancy.
Yeah, ain't it a dinger? From New York, the label says.
New York, huh?
Where'd you get that suit?
Well, I bought off... Now, wait a minute, Ranger. This ain't stolen, is it?
Yeah. And the man it was stolen from is dead.
Oh, man, I just bought off when a fella come by the bunkhouse.
When?
Oh, reckon it was about 5 days ago. He drove up with a bunch of stuff.
Drove up? What kind of car?
New sedan, blue.
Notice the license plates on the car?
No.
What do you think, Kurtz?
He's seen our man or he is our man.
Were you on the ranch October 4th?
Well, this is the first time I've been off in it in 2 weeks. I bought the suit, I'm telling you.
Did you buy anything else?
Yeah, this.
Watch your hands.
Well, I'm just going to show you a wallet the fella threw in with the suit.
All right, get it out.
There you are. Paid him $10 for the suit and this.
Identification cards and everything stripped. You take anything out of here?
Well, nothing to take. It's just like I got it, except for my $5 in the money pocket.
Killer took all identification out of these celluloid card holders. Might have left some prints.
Ought to get it to the lab.
Yeah. All right, you better come with us.
Now, look, I didn't do nothing. Where are you taking me?
To the sheriff. You can give us a description of the man who sold you the duds. If your story checks out clean, you got nothing to worry about.
Oh, it's clean.
All right. Let's go. We checked the poke's story at the Longbow Ranch. He was telling the truth, all right. At least we had a description of the man we were after now. About 20 years old, dark, 5'7", about 140 pounds. Kurtz and I unloaded our horses.
Which way we riding, Jace? Come on, boy.
Head north, into the hills.
Road peters out past this ranch, though. Nothing but a trail. We might have turned back to the highway.
Alarm was out by the time he passed here. If he went back to a main highway, the car would have been spotted. He's ditched it up here someplace. Well, let's ride. Get up there, Charco.
Get up there, boy.
Yeah. We rode north from the Longbow Ranch, cutting into the mesquite and cedar that flanked the road. It got thinner and more difficult. And just when I thought we might have come too far, we spotted the car.
Reckon that's it?
Let's see. Smart. Rolled rolled it into a gully and then covered it with dirt and grass.
Nobody'd ever spot it unless they were looking for it.
Let's get back and report it. Unit 10 to KTXP. Unit 10 to KTXP.
KTXP to Unit 10. Go ahead, Unit 10.
Unit 10 located blue sedan registered to Roger Bradley, New York City.
All right, Unit 10. KTXP just got report of fingerprints on celluloid card holders of wallets sent in. One set definitely those of murder victim Roger Bradley. Another set identified as being those of Lenny Tripper. Please repeat, Lenny Tripper.
Lenny Tripper. Any line on him?
Wanted by Army for desertion 3 months ago. Description checks. Last known address, lived with father and mother in cabin near Apache Peak.
Car was found north of Longbow Ranch. Apache Peak's about 10 miles further in. We'll investigate. Unit 10, 10-4. It was sundown when we got started. The country we had to go through is tough enough by daylight. It was after midnight when we sighted Apache Peak, but there was still a light on in the cabin nested down in the foothills.
Whoa, boy. Easy. Keep kind of late hours up here, don't they?
Too late. Better tie the horses to that mesquite. We'll slip up and look in.
Yeah. Come on, boy. Chase. Something moving over there.
See it? Looks like a couple of burros. Let's take a look at them.
You boys up past your bedtime, ain't you?
Feel them. Both in a sweat, all caked up. Been packing, too. Yeah, the hair's matted down where they've been cinched.
Funny time to be working burros.
Yeah. Come on. Let's see the house.
Look through the window. Man-eaten. Not our boy, though. Too old.
Must be Tripper's father. Look, there's the old lady, too. You go around the back way, and I'll go in through the front. Wait till you hear me knock and get in.
Right.
Open up.
Who's there?
Texas Ranger.
What do you want?
Lenny Tripper.
He ain't here.
Mind if I come in and make sure?
Let him in.
Come on. Oh, what?
Just another ranger at the back, Mrs. Tripper. You want to let him in, too?
Go ahead, man. Don't mind if I finish eating, do you?
No, go right ahead. This your regular mealtime?
I eat when I want to.
Nothing out back, Chase.
Where's your boy, Mr. Tripper?
You're the ranger. You find him.
We ain't seen him in a year since he joined the Army.
You haven't seen him in the last 3 months, either. Since he deserted from the Army.
You heard what she said. Get me a smoke, Mo.
If you want to help your boy, you better help us.
All right. I'll help you. He's in Mexico.
Been there more than a month.
Mexico, huh? Thanks. Mind if I have one of those cigarettes, Mr. Tripper?
Yeah, never mind. Reckon you can buy your own?
Well, I just got a hankering for one of those. Can't always get a cigarette like that.
What do you mean, Ranger?
A New York tax stamp on the pack, Tripper. Those cigarettes were stolen from a murdered man 6 days ago.
Murdered man?
Shut up!
What were you doing with those burros outside? They've been packing.
I was bringing some stuff down. Been prospecting up the peak.
Abandoned silver mines up there, Jace.
Is your son hiding out one of those mines, Tripper? Were you packing supplies to him?
I told you what I was doing.
That boy's wanted for murder, and if you're smart, you'll take us to him and tell him to surrender.
Do what they say, Paul. Do what they say.
Shut up!
Leave her alone.
I didn't know about the murder. He just said the Army was after him.
Come on, Kurtz. We better go up after him.
Oh, don't hurt
Go ahead, Ranger.
Don't hurt
Go after him. He'll kill you, that's what he'll do. He'll kill you.
We had to go up on foot. It was too treacherous for the horses, and trailing over that rocky ground in the darkness slowed us to the crawling speed of an overfed snake. There got to be less earth and more rock, and the burrow tracks grew fainter, so we tried to pick them up by moonlight and flashlight.
It could have gone in any direction from here, Jace. Can't pick up a mark.
Seems to level off a bit on that shelf ahead. Might be a narrow trail there.
Hope so. Getting steeper.
Not too steep for burros. Kurtz.
What?
A dwarf oak here. Flash your light. Yeah, that's it. Hold it.
Anything?
Yeah. Branch bent. It's been brushed. Look here, been nibbled a bit, too. Recent. Torn leaves are still fresh.
Well, we're headed right, then. Must have gone straight ahead between those big rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it, all right. Look at the side of the rock.
Flecks of mica peeled off. Little fiber stuff.
Burra pack ropes must have scraped it.
Let's keep going. The summit where the oaks and cedars fought for whatever slight grip their roots could get on the earth between the rocks. Dawn found us on a high shelf facing a rise that led to the open mouth of an abandoned silver mine.
Trail leads straight enough now.
Yeah.
He's there, Chase.
Yeah, but 20 feet back in. He could pick us off and we'd never even get to see him. Stay down and keep the hole covered.
What are you going to do?
Just call him out.
Tripper! Lenny Tripper!
He ain't going to answer, Chase.
You can't get out, Tripper.
Sit down, Chase.
Now he's got a rifle as well as that .38 he killed Bradley with.
You gonna come out, Tripper?
Why don't you come in, Ranger?
If we'd only packed a stick of dynamite, he'd come out soon enough or be buried in there.
Maybe the idea of dynamite would be enough. Go over down the shelf and let him see you just once on the way. Not long enough to draw a bead. Maybe we can bluff him.
Why don't you go down and let me...
It's my idea. I'll stay. Go ahead.
Be careful, Chase.
You missed him, Tripper.
I won't miss the next one.
You're not gonna get another shot. He went down to our burrows to get some dynamite. We're gonna seal you in there, Tripper. You better come out.
How do I know you ain't going to kill me on sight?
I won't if you do what I tell you. Leave your rifle in there and come out with your hands clasped behind your head.
Put your rifle up on a rock where I can see it and it's a deal.
All right, Tripper. Now come out.
Out of the shaft slowly, first a blur, then into the light with his hands behind his head. I got up and he walked toward me. He wasn't wearing a gun belt, but there was something in the way he moved that made me keep my hands close to my holsters. Then he made a quick sidestep and his hands came from behind his head and I caught the glint of a .38.
Chief!
I'm all right.
Get him, man.
Gun, hand, and arm. Put a tourniquet on and we'll take him down.
What's the matter with you, Jace? You look kind of funny.
Just thinking of his folks down there. His mother and even the old man. Just trying to help him because he belongs to them in spite of everything he's done.
Folks are like that.
We gotta bring him in and break their hearts.
Yeah. Makes you wonder why he ever wanted to wear a badge.
Until you remember the man he killed and the 3 kids who'll have to grow up without him. That makes you know you couldn't ever want to do anything but wear a badge.
There's a tourniquet. That'll hold him.
All right, Tripper, on your feet. Let's go.
A ballistic check of the .38 that Lenny Tripper carried showed it to be the murder weapon used in the slaying of Roger Bradley. With that and other evidence accumulated by Ranger Pearson and the department, Tripper was convicted and sentenced to death in the electric chair.
Well, Joel, you did a fine job of clearing up that case.
Frank, I've got a little mystery at home. Maybe you can help me.
Well, glad to try, Joel.
Well, it's the case of the disappearing Wheaties. Every once in a while, when I'm all set for a breakfast bowl of Wheaties, my cook says, "Sorry, we're fresh out."
Why, that's no mystery. Wheaties are so good, so crisp, so loaded with natural, sunny, whole wheat flavor, they just don't last long.
Yes, I know, but what can I do?
Well, you can get up early before anyone else gets at the Wheaties, or buy 2 or 3 boxes at a time.
I think you hit it, Frank. Many thanks.
Good night, and thank you, Joel McCrae.
Next week, Joel McCrae in another authentic reenactment of a case from the files of the Texas Rangers. Joel McCrae will soon be seen in the MGM production Stars and My Crown. Tonight's cast included Tony Barrett, Bill Johnstone, Sam Edwards, Paul Duboff, Byron Kane, and Virginia Gregg.
And this is the Wheaties man, Frank Martin, inviting you to listen on Monday to Frank Lovejoy and Night Beat on the Wheaties Big Parade. See you then.
Tomorrow, listen for Dorothy Maynard. Now it's Basin Street on NBC.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Someone once said that the world stands aside to make way for the man who knows where he's going. And so tonight it gives me great pleasure to make way for a man who knows what he's talking about. Harry Von Zell.
Don't ever neglect a cold. At the very first sign of a cold, get after it immediately with the faster help of sparkling, what's the name?
Fred Allen, remember?
No. The name of I'm awfully sorry, that eagle has upset me. I can't remember the name of what it is that helps fight colds faster. It slips my mind.
Well, it'll come to you. Go ahead, Harry.
Well, yes, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, this famous product acts very quickly, yet it's exceptionally gentle. And since the progress of a cold is very fast, the greater speed of what it is I'm talking about is especially important in fighting your cold. And that's not all. This, the name will come to me in a minute. It also helps nature counteract the acidity that so often accompanies a cold. And, ladies and gentlemen, you can check these facts with your own doctor.
You'd better check the name, too, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Fred, you know what I'm talking about,
Why,
don't you?
certainly, Harry. You're talking about America's outstanding saline laxative.
That's it, Fred. And the name is...
The name is, so many physicians recommend it.
Yes, and it helps fight colds faster. But what is the name?
Well, here's a pretty to-do. Wait, Harry. There must be somebody around here who knows. If there is, will you please tell us confidentially? Sal Hepatica! That's it, Sal Hepatica. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
And not so long ago, you turned off the heat as far as your house was concerned. Now, with the weather still getting warmer, you're probably turning off the heat on many of your meals, too, by serving more salads, lighter foods, and cold drinks to go with them. And for a grand cold drink at mealtime or any time, you certainly couldn't ask for anything more satisfying than a tall, frosty glass of iced Postum. From the first tinkle of the cracked ice to the last cooling sip, it's thoroughly delightful and refreshing. Drink your iced Postum slowly so you can enjoy longer its grand, full-bodied flavor and its mellow smoothness. Make up a good supply of iced Postum in the cool of the morning. Keep it in the refrigerator and serve it whenever you wish. For unlike caffeine-containing beverages, Postum can stand without losing or changing its flavor. See how convenient iced Postum is when friends stop in. And the whole family can enjoy its refreshing goodness, for Postum contains no stimulant of any kind that could possibly cause sleeplessness, nervousness, or indigestion. Serve iced Postum tomorrow and see if you've ever served any warm weather drink as delicious or as welcome. If you were caught in the middle of traffic, or if you just saved yourself from being drawn out to sea by the undertow, you'd have a right to feel nervous and jumpy and jittery. But when that nervousness is due to little things, when you jump because somebody speaks to you suddenly, when you're ready to blow up at the mere sound of the neighbor's piano, then it's time you looked into the cause of that jumpiness. For it might be something you could easily remedy, something as simple as giving up coffee, perhaps. Although there are many people who can drink coffee without becoming nervous and jittery, there are many others who can't. So if you suspect coffee upset your nerves, switch to Postum. For Postum contains no caffeine or any other stimulant that could possibly set your nerves on edge. And it's an ideal mealtime beverage, tempting to look at, fragrant to smell, and delicious to taste. What's more, Postum is very economical, costing less than most other mealtime drinks, in fact, less than 1/2 cent a cup. You can get it at any grocer's in 2 convenient forms. Postum cereal, the drink you make by boiling or percolating, and instant Postum, made instantly in the cup. So if coffee's been making you nervous and jittery, start drinking Postum regularly and see if those nerves of yours don't steady down.